do is take inventory of what you have in your pantry or in your fridge. Look at what you have in your house before you go for shopping, so that when you go for shopping you end up not buying what you already have in the house, and you really know what you need to buy. So number one, take inventory of what you have in your house. Number two, baby, hello guys, how are you? My name is Mr. Charlene and welcome to my channel. For those that are coming in for the first time, I welcome you. For those that are joining us for the next, it's not their first time, I welcome you, welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about ways to stop wasting money on groceries, how to stop wasting money on groceries, how to be saving money on your groceries. So food is really important, but at some point we end up just wasting money on food. Not that it's not important, but we end up wasting on food. So I'm going to be giving you some tips that I found quite helpful on how to save on groceries. So number one is take inventory on your grocery. Take inventory of what you have in your pantry and in your fridge before you go for shopping. Take inventory to check what you still have in the house, so that you do not end up buying the things that you have already in your house. Then number two is to plan your meals in advance. You have to plan your meals in advance so that you not just come back from work and you cook what's readily available. You end up just maybe cooking the same thing at the same time, using like more expensive foodstuffs when other lesser cheap foodstuffs are there, but you're not using them. So you need to plan your meals in advance, then you know what you really need and what you're going to use. Number three is to create a clear grocery list. So now, after checking in your pantry and you know what you have and what you don't have, you are making a grocery list. You know exactly like what you really need. So making a clear grocery list and a clear and it's not just about making a clear grocery list, but being able to stick to it, so that when you walk into a shop, you are not going to be just picking and picking, but you're sticking to your grocery list. You are picking what's on your list, and it's not just about writing a grocery list, but being able to stick to it to avoid impulse buying. Then the next point is to create a clear budget, grocery budget. To create a clear grocery budget, you need to know, like, if you know what you use in your house for the whole month, you really know, we need tomatoes for this amount, we need, you're estimating the prices of the things that you need for the whole month. So you can actually say, oh, so in our house for groceries we only use 1,000 rands, or for groceries we only use 500 rand. Are we using rands? In groceries we use 500 rand, and then that's a clear budget. If someone asks you how much do you use for groceries, you should be able to just say, roughly we use 500 rand. Then I'm checking in my notes. The next point that you can make use of, I think I'm now on point number 5, is to explore multiple stores for best deals. So shops are usually competing for best prices, for better prices, for more customers. So you find out that in Pick n Pay, cooking oil might be going for 65 rand. In Food Lovers, cooking oil might be going for 60 rand. In Checkers, cooking oil might be going for 63 rand. What is happening? The shops by themselves, they are competing for better prices, they're competing for more customers. So now it's your duty now to look around, explore different shops for better deals, and you end up saving. Then number 6, go for store brands products. Go for store brands products. What are we saying? In Pick n Pay, sorry, I'm always referring to Pick n Pay because that's where I most buy my stuff. So in Pick n Pay, they have like spaghetti or macaroni. They have some certain products that are written on the paper, Pick n Pay, blah 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 blah, milk, Pick n Pay, this. But is the quality of the stuff different from any other brands in the store? sometimes no. So it's better to go for store brands products, because they're a bit cheaper in that store, unlike any other brands. So they are always advertising on TV, and you can actually see that, oh, now there's this detergent. Does it mean this detergent cleans better than this one? No. I remember some time back, my husband was telling me that he bought a certain product, and at the back it was written, for example, packed by this company for Pick n Pay. So it's that same company, but they just packed, it's just repacking. So yeah, it's really important to check the store brands in whatever store that you go. Then my next point on saving on groceries is take advantage of bargains and sales. So usually in shops there's Black Friday, there's Easter sale, there's back to school sale. You can take advantage of those things. Midweek sale, Monday sale, you can take advantage of those sales and bargains and buy the stuff that you need, and like to wait for month end, or to wait for whenever you do your groceries, and just buy cooking oil when it's on special. Then next, I think it's really important for me also to mention that sales and bargains, it's not because the things are about to expire, but sometimes they want to get rid of some things before they put in new stock. So take note, sale doesn't necessarily mean that things are about to expire. Then my next point that I'm going to talk about is you need to differentiate between food needs and food wants. There are things that you just need. There are foods that you just need, and there are foods that you just want. So you need to differentiate between food needs and food wants. When you are now writing your grocery list, it's better for you to put like the food needs at the top, and then food wants at the bottom, so that when you get into shop, you first take the needs first before going to the wants. Imagine how it would be a disgrace for a mom to be picking Lay's, biscuits, this other snacks, before taking maybe mealie meal rice, and now you end up realizing you didn't take the important things in the store, like the essential items in the store. Now you are taking money that you were saving for other things and buying the essentials, but you were just supposed to buy the essentials first and then go to the wants. Then the next thing is, if you know that you are not that disciplined to follow your grocery list and to stick to it, like impulse buying, you can now swap to say you go into a shop, because you know, like, you have a clear grocery budget. You know that for our groceries we need 500 rand. So for me, when I'm going for groceries, I'm going to go with 500 rand cash. I'm not going to use my card to swipe, because if I get into a shop, I cannot stick to my grocery list. I will end up taking other things that were not in my list. Because I have a card, I'll be just swiping until the teller tell me to take card declined. I'll continue swiping. So what's the best thing that you can do is you need to go with cash, 500 rand. Even if you see something that you really like, even if impulse buy is complaining inside to say take it, you know for sure I cannot take it because I don't have the money to pay for it. But if it was card, you're going to swipe. So this tip is to go with cash. You know, you have a clear budget, you know the amount of groceries that you need, you know the items that you need to take on that day. Go and pay with cash. Then the next point that we're going to talk about on how you can stop wasting money on groceries is to take advantage of the loyalty cards. Most shops, they now have loyalty cards. It could be Clicks, it could be Pick n Pay, it could be Checkers. There are this smart shopper cards, ShopRite, what I don't know the name of that card. Take advantage of those cards. It might be like, it's just 1 rand, they've just deducted 1 rand. But if you check like how many times you go for shopping, if they're deducting 1 rand, 1 rand, how much have you saved? So you can take advantage of the loyalty cards. Then next point is you need to frequently visit social media platforms of those stores. You need to frequently visit Facebook page, Instagram, wherever, I don't know. You need to frequently check the social media platforms. They normally advertise what's on special, to my deals to get to chipinda. So it is really important, and it can really help you to save on groceries. Then my next is buy non-perishable items in bulk. Bulk is very usually cheaper. So for non-perishables, it's better for you to buy in bulk. Most people do mugalelos, society ema groceries, which is nice. You buy your cooking oil as a box. Bulk 5 kgs are normally cheaper than, or 10 kgs are normally cheaper than just a 2 kg or just a kg. So you can buy your groceries, your non-perishable groceries, in bulk, so that you know in the next 6 months I'm not going to be buying cooking oil, I'm not going to be buying sugar, I'm not going to be buying salt. So that's another trick that you can use on saving on groceries. Then the other one is check in discount shops. There are some discount shops, especially in South Africa. I don't know in Zimbabwe if there are any discount shops. Check in for discount shops. Like there's a shop called Lotus, there's a shop called Foodies, I forgot the other one. They normally sell food at a discounted price. They normally sell products at discounted price, and they sell products from Pick n Pay, they sell products from Woolies, they sell products from different shops, but at a discounted price. Though some people say some of the products will be expiring, I don't know, but some of them will be still good. So in those stores, if you are so scared to be buying like food that you eat, you can go in and buy detergents and other stuff from discount shops. Then the next way of saving on groceries is try and store your food like in the correct way. I don't know how to say it, but there are proper food storage techniques that you can use. There are food that are not supposed to be put in the fridge. Don't put them in the fridge. There are foods that are supposed to be put in baskets. Don't put them in closed containers. There are different food preserving techniques that you can use. That way you save. Because if you end up, let's take for example meat. If you don't put your meat in the fridge, it's most probably going to go bad in a day or two. But then if you had stored it in the fridge, then it was going to last you longer. So try proper storing techniques so that you save on groceries. You end up just throwing away tomatoes because they've gone bad, but rather you was just supposed to put them in the freezer and then you grate or you defrost them. Then another one, and this one is so big especially for me. Try home cooking. Home cooked meals, they save a lot of money. And like for us, sometimes if we go somewhere and we come back late, we're like, who's going to cook? No one. Let's just go and buy something. So home cooked meals, they save a lot of money. Then next is a meal plan. A meal plan makes things so easy. Number one, you don't have the stress to be thinking, what am I going to be cooking? Number two, you really know, you've done your shopping, you really know what you're going to be for some people maybe that earn weekly salaries, you really know that this week I'm going to need these groceries and that's the one that I'm going to buy. You're not going to buy things that you're not going to be using. So meal plan is really important. And then lastly, repurpose some leftovers, because there are some people that cook number 3 pot, yet there are only 2 of pap. They eat the pap, they didn't finish it. Mangwana vorwa munya, they didn't finish it. Now it means that what is going to happen to that food? And there's some people who don't like consuming like food from last night. They want fresh food. You put it in the fridge and no one's going to eat it. What is going to happen next? We are throwing it away. So it's better to come up with plans to repurpose leftovers. For example, sadza. If you now take sadza rako rakasara nezuro, wash it nicely, you start making mahel, we have not wasted. So there are some different ways that you can repurpose leftover foods, or maybe if it's soup or meat or something, you can use it for the next day's breakfast, unlike throwing away food. Yeah, these are my points. I don't know if you have any other ways that you use to save on grocery or to avoid wasting money on food. So this is it for me. Thank you so much for watching until the end of the video. Until the next video, bye.